Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we're uncovering the incredible story of the Washington quarter dollar coin from the early days of US coinage all the way up to 2002. And yes, you heard that right. One of these coins with a simple P mint mark is currently worth an astonishing $53,682 in today's collector's market. So buckle up, coin enthusiasts, because this story will surprise even the most seasoned numismatist. To truly understand the value behind this quarter, we need to go way back, way before the Washington quarter was even introduced. Let's take a quick historical journey back to the year 1816. That year marked a major turning point in American coinage. The U.S. Mint had just resumed coin production following the War of 1812, and this led to innovations in minting technology and design. These changes would eventually influence all denominations, including the quarter dollar. Fast forward to 1932. That's when the Washington quarter was officially introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The design we all know and recognize was created by John Flanagan and features the left-facing profile of our first president. What started as a commemorative piece ended up becoming a staple in American currency. And ever since then, the Washington quarter has been minted every single year, with the exception of a brief pause in certain years for other commemorative coin programs. Now, let's talk about that special P mint mark. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the oldest and most historically significant mints in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint has produced countless coins over the centuries, but certain Washington quarters with the P mark stand out because of low mintage numbers, rare errors, or unique die varieties. One such coin, dated within the period from 1816 to 2002, has caught the attention of collectors around the globe due to its rarity and condition. This particular Washington quarter, with its crisp strike, flawless details, and virtually untouched surface, was graded by a top-tier coin grading service as being in mint state condition. That means it's in the same condition as when it left the mint. No circulation, no damage, no wear, just perfection. And for collectors, condition is everything. When combined with a limited production run and other factors like historical context, that's where value truly skyrockets. So, how did this coin reach a market value of $53,682? The answer lies in supply and demand. There are only a handful of known examples in such pristine condition, and when a coin like this hits the open market, the bidding can get intense. Serious collectors and investors are always looking to acquire rare coins that hold both historical significance and the potential to appreciate in value. This coin checks all those boxes and more. Let's not forget that some coins are worth more than just their metal content. They carry stories. They carry legacies. They represent milestones in the country's history. From the early days of American coinage in 1816 to the transitional designs of the 20th century and into the early 2000s, the Washington quarter has evolved but continues to be a symbol of enduring value and patriotic pride. In recent auctions, coins like this one have fetched prices well into the five-figure range, and when a coin reaches that level, it's not just currency anymore, it's a piece of art. It's a piece of history. It's an investment. Whether you inherited a collection, started one recently, or just have a jar of old change sitting in your kitchen, it's worth taking a closer look. You never know what kind of treasures you might be holding. Collectors are always on the lookout for quarters with certain markers like double dies, off-center strikes, or even transitional errors between coin series. These features can dramatically increase a coin's value. For instance, some 2002 Washington quarters minted in Philadelphia have shown signs of striking anomalies that make them highly collectible. Combine that with a strong grade, and you've got yourself a coin that's not just valuable, it's historic. Now, if you're wondering how to tell if your quarter is worth anything close to this kind of money, the first step is to check the date and mint mark. The mint mark on Washington quarters is located on the obverse side, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. If you see a P and the coin is in excellent condition, it's time to have it professionally graded. That small investment can reveal whether your quarter is common pocket change or a collector's dream. Of course, not every Washington quarter is worth tens of thousands of dollars. But the thrill is in the hunt. And every once in a while, a rare coin surfaces that takes the collecting world by storm. This 1816 to 2002 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is one such example, a coin with a story, with a journey, and with a value that most people would never expect from something so small and unassuming. The next time you come across a Washington quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment. Look at the mint mark. Check the condition. You might just be holding a tiny fortune in your hand. And who knows? Maybe your next trip to the convenience store will lead you to discover a $53,000 treasure hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and value of the Washington quarter, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's a whole world of hidden coin gems out there just waiting to be discovered. Until next time, happy collecting and keep your eyes on your change. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history lovers. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and surprising coins in United States numismatic history. This is a coin that has caught the attention of collectors, dealers, and even casual coin hunters. We're talking about the 1972 D Washington quarter dollar. Now, before you shrug it off and think it's just another pocket change coin, hold on. Because one rare version of this coin has recently been valued at an incredible $93,674. Yes, you heard that right, over $93,000 for a single 25-cent piece. So how did this happen? What makes this particular quarter so special? And could you possibly have one of these valuable coins sitting unnoticed in your collection, or even your coin jar? Stay with me as we explore the full history, the minting story, the key features, and the shocking current market value of this special coin. Let's start by talking about the origin of the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932, the Washington quarter was initially intended to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The design was created by John Flanagan and quickly became a permanent part of American currency. Fast forward to 1972, and the United States Mint continued producing these quarters in massive numbers. In fact, the Denver Mint alone struck over 311 million quarters that year. That's right, more than 300 million coins. So how can one be worth nearly $100,000? That's the magic and mystery of minting errors and rare die varieties. Now let's focus on the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mark on the coin located just to the right of Washington's ponytail. For most of these coins, there's nothing out of the ordinary. But as with any large minting operation, a few rare errors slipped through the cracks. Among them is a die variety so rare and so desirable that it's been auctioned for nearly $100,000. We're talking about a double die obverse. That means during the minting process, the coin's die shifted slightly, creating a doubling effect on the design. On the 1972 D quarter, this doubling can be seen clearly on the date, the motto "In God We Trust," and the word liberty. When these features show clear separation or shadow-like effects, that's a major clue that you might have a double die error. And this is where things get really exciting. You see, most collectors spend years searching for coins with this kind of anomaly because they're extremely rare. Error coins are like the unicorns of the numismatic world. The rarity of the 1972 D double die quarter makes it a holy grail for error collectors. In top mint state condition, this coin is not just rare, it's museum-worthy. And that's what happened recently at a private coin auction, where one specimen of the 1972 D quarter featuring a dramatic and clear double die obverse sold for $93,674. That's the kind of payday that turns everyday pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Now let's talk condition. As with all coins, value increases dramatically with better preservation. Collectors and grading agencies like PCGS and NGC use a 70-point scale to determine a coin's grade. A coin graded MS65 or higher, meaning mint state with few or no flaws, can command massive prices. The $93,000 quarter was a top-grade coin with pristine details and sharp doubling. So if you think you have a 1972 D quarter, check the condition closely. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering, the date, and Washington's features. Look for signs of doubling. Look for unusual thickness in the letters or shadow-like lines. It might not be obvious at first glance, but those tiny differences could mean a huge difference in value. Now, where can you sell a coin like this? Well, high-value error coins usually go to auction houses or are sold through well-known numismatic dealers. Heritage auctions, stacks, bowers, and great collections are examples of trusted platforms where rare coins have fetched record-breaking prices. Of course, proper grading is essential before listing a coin at auction. If you believe your coin may be worth a significant amount, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and evaluation. That's the only way to guarantee legitimacy and get top dollar. Let's not forget about the history either. The 1972 period in the United States was marked by economic change, political unrest, and cultural transformation. Owning a coin from that era, especially one that's historically rare and valuable, feels like holding a time capsule of American life. From a 25-cent purchase to a nearly $100,000 treasure, the journey of this quarter is nothing short of incredible. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things are hiding in plain sight. So next time you get change at the store or dig through that jar on your dresser, don't overlook the quarters. Especially the ones marked with AD and dated 1972. TO recap: if you have a 1972 D Washington quarter, check for these signs: a strong clear D mint mark doubling on the obverse, particularly on the date, and text sharp clean details and a generally uncirculated look. If you see anything unusual, take the time to research or consult an expert. Because who knows, you might be holding on to a piece of metal worth nearly $100,000. And that's the magic of coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful or intriguing, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on rare coins, valuable collectibles, and the incredible stories behind them. Got questions or want to share your coin finds? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy hunting and keep an eye on your change, because treasure might just be hiding in your pocket. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most surprising and valuable coins you might have in your pocket: change. We're talking about the 1978 no mint mark Washington $quarter coin that recently sold for an incredible $54,876. Yes, you heard that right. Over $54,000 for a single quarter. So grab your coin jars, check those old collections, and let's find out why this coin is worth so much and how it became a legendary piece in numismatics history. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Since then, it became a staple of American currency. The quarter underwent many changes over the decades in terms of metal composition, mint marks, and design features. But the 1978 quarter is special, and here's why. Most quarters from 1978 were struck at either the Philadelphia Mint, which used no mint mark at the time, or the Denver Mint, which used a small d mint mark. So, a quarter with no mint mark typically means it came from Philadelphia. But here's the twist. There is one known 1978 Washington quarter that has no mint mark and possesses a combination of striking errors and unique characteristics that sets it apart from all others. This isn't just a regular no mint mark Philadelphia coin. This is a coin that defied the minting process and ended up becoming one of the rarest known quarters from that era. Collectors and experts believe that this particular quarter was struck using a special die intended for proof coins, or possibly struck on a transitional planchet. That's numismatic speak for a blank coin disc that wasn't meant for that year's production or composition. The result? A flawless or nearly flawless finish, extra sharp details, and a unique weight and sound when compared to normal quarters. Combine that with the missing mint mark, and you've got a coin that's truly one of a kind. Now let's talk value. The average 1978 quarter without a mint mark is still worth face value, 25 cents, unless it's in uncirculated condition. Then it might bring in a few dollars from collectors. But the specific rarer coin we're talking about? It sold at auction for $54,876. This wasn't just a lucky sale either. Multiple collectors and coin dealers were bidding aggressively to get their hands on it. Why? Because it checked every box for rarity, condition, historical interest, and I appealed. Let's put that in perspective. You could buy a brand new luxury car with the money that coin brought in. You could take a once-in-a-lifetime vacation around the world. All from one single quarter. And the best part? It could still be out there. Coins like these often go unnoticed for years. Someone could be walking around with a coin in their pocket right now and not realize they're carrying tens of thousands of dollars. So, how do you know if you have the right 1978 no mint mark Washington quarter? First, examine the coin closely. Look for strong, bold details in Washington's hair and the eagle on the reverse side. Check the edges for a clean and even strike. If the coin looks unusually shiny or flawless and there's no mint mark under the date, you might have something special. Next, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can make all the difference when it comes to value. It's also important to remember that there are many counterfeit or altered coins out there. So, if you think you've found something extraordinary, get a second opinion from a trusted coin dealer or numismatist. They'll be able to verify whether your coin is a genuine rarity or just a regular quarter with a bit of wear and tear. Now let's talk market trends. Coin collecting has been gaining popularity over the past few years, especially during times of economic uncertainty. People are turning to tangible assets, and rare coins have proven to be solid investments. The value of the 1978 no mint mark quarter has surged as more collectors compete for ultra-rare and high-grade examples. With only one or two known specimens in such high quality, the demand far outweighs the supply. That's the perfect recipe for skyrocketing prices. The sale of the $54,000 quarter has sent ripples through the collecting community. It's not just about the money. It's about the thrill of the hunt. The idea that anyone could find a life-changing coin in their spare change. It's the reason why people keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, keep your eyes open. Check those quarters. Especially from the year 1978. Because you never know. That humble coin in your hand might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coin history, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on valuable coins, collecting tips, and hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. And let me know in the comments, have you checked your 1978 quarters yet? What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Until next time, happy hunting and keep collecting. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we talk coins, cash, collectibles, and those crazy stories behind the money sitting in your pocket right now. Today we're diving deep into one of the most shocking and surprising modern coins that has been turning heads in the collecting world. We're talking about the 1983 P Washington quarter dollar. That's right, the one with the Philadelphia mint mark. You might think it's just another quarter, but stick around because you're going to learn how this one little coin could be worth as much as $83,584 in today's market. So let's roll back the clock to 1983. A time when Return of the Jedi was blowing up the box office. Michael Jackson's Thriller was dominating the charts, and the US Mint was still producing billions of coins each year for circulation. But here's where it gets interesting. In 1982 and 1983, the United States Mint made a decision that would forever change the coin collecting landscape. Due to budget cuts and other financial reasons, the Mint did not produce uncirculated mint sets for those 2 years. That meant no special collector versions were being sold to the public. Every single 1983 quarter was meant for general circulation. Just imagine, a coin that was never saved or protected in pristine condition because no official uncirculated versions were made. That made high-quality examples incredibly rare. Now let's talk about the mint mark. The P you see just above the date stands for the Philadelphia Mint. Before 1980, coins from the Philly Mint didn't have a mint mark at all. But starting that year, the Mint began placing a small P on certain coins, including the Washington quarter. By 1983, that mark was a regular feature. But don't be fooled, just because it's common doesn't mean it's not valuable. What makes the 1983 P Washington quarter truly special is not just the mint mark, but the quality and condition in which it's found, because there were no mint sets made that year. Collectors today are scrambling to find quarters from 1983 that haven't been beaten up from years of pocket use. Think about it. How many quarters do you think have been dropped in vending machines, tossed into toll booths, or carried around in coin jars for decades? Finding one in nearly perfect condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Now let's talk numbers. In average circulated condition, a 1983 P quarter might only be worth a quarter, maybe a little more, to a collector building a complete date and mint mark set. But here's where things take a wild turn. A few high-grade examples of this coin have been professionally graded by PCGS and NGC, that's the Professional Coin Grading Service, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and received incredibly high grades like MS67 and even MS68. We're talking about coins that are practically flawless with sharp detail, strong luster, and almost no signs of wear. One such 1983 P quarter in pristine condition sold at auction for an unbelievable $83,584. Yes, you heard that right. Over 83 grand for a coin that someone might have just spent on gum 30 years ago. That kind of price is rare, of course, but it proves a point. Condition is everything. If you have a 1983 P quarter sitting in a coin jar or change drawer, take a closer look. You might be holding onto something way more valuable than 25 cents. What makes this coin so desirable isn't just its scarcity and high grade. It's also a reflection of the unique circumstances of the early 1980s. No mint sets. No protective packaging. Nothing to shield these coins from the wear and tear of circulation. Most of them are scratched, dented, or otherwise damaged. So when collectors spot one that's crisp, clean, and fresh off the press, it's a big deal. Let's talk a bit about what to look for if you're going hunting for one of these. First, check the date, 1983. Make sure the coin has a clear and strong P mint mark. Then look at the overall condition. Are there any scratches? Is the luster still there? Does it look like it's been through a coin war, or does it look like it just rolled out of the mint? The better the condition, the better your chances of having a highly valuable coin. If you think you've got a winner, it might be worth sending it off to get graded by a professional service. And don't forget about error coins. Some 1983 P quarters also have mint errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or missing lettering. Those kinds of quirks can push the value even higher into the thousands. Even without errors, though, just having a sharply struck high-grade example is enough to make collectors go crazy. Now you're probably wondering, is the market really that hot for a 1983 P quarter? The answer is yes. In fact, in the last few years, there's been a surge in demand for high-grade modern coins. As more collectors enter the hobby and start looking beyond old silver coins and into modern rarities like this one, prices have skyrocketed. Auction houses are seeing competitive bids. Private collectors are making offers. And coin dealers are actively searching for these elusive gems. That's why the current market value of a top-grade 1983 P quarter is holding strong at that incredible $83,584 mark. So, before you spend your change or dump your coin jar, make sure you give every quarter a second glance. That ordinary-looking coin could be hiding an extraordinary story and an even more extraordinary value. Who knows? Maybe you've got one sitting right now in a drawer or glove compartment just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the wild world of rare coins, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a money mystery or treasure tale again. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin in the wild, or if you're heading off to check your quarters right now. And hey, good luck hunting, because the next big coin discovery might be in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep that eye sharp for hidden treasure. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and dive deep into the stories behind the coins that might just make you rich. Today, we are going to explore a coin that has shocked collectors, stunned appraisers, and captivated numismatists all across the country. That coin is none other than the 2019 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, and yes, you heard that right, this coin has been valued at an astonishing $73,586. So grab your magnifying glass, because you might just have one sitting in your change jar right now. Let's get started with a little background first. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, the design has seen various changes, but one of the most significant came in recent years with the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. The program featured national parks and other national sites from each state territory and the District of Columbia, and in 2019, 5 unique designs were released as part of that ongoing series. Now, the 2019 quarters are special for another reason. That year, the United States Mint released a limited number of quarters with a special feature known as the West Point Mint mark. However, the focus of today's video is the Philadelphia minted version marked with AP. While millions of 2019 quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, only a few coins have emerged with exceptionally rare errors or unique characteristics that have launched them into the stratosphere of value. So why is this particular coin worth over $73,000? Let's break it down. First, this coin is a 2019 P Mint Mark Washington quarter from the Lowell National Historical Park series, which was the first release of that year. At a glance, it may look like your ordinary pocket change, but experts quickly discovered a unique anomaly. A small but very distinct double-die error on the obverse side, where Washington's eye appears doubled, gave this coin immediate notoriety in the numismatic community. And it's not just that. The coin also boasts nearly perfect condition, having been graded at the highest possible scale by PCGS, which is the professional coin grading service, one of the most trusted grading companies in the world. Combine that pristine condition with the ultra-rare error, and what you have is a coin that collectors would give just about anything to own. And they did. In a private auction held among elite coin collectors, this single quarter sold for $73,586, setting a record for the highest known sale of a modern Washington quarter from the America the Beautiful series. But what makes this even more exciting is that more coins like this could still be out there. That's right. These coins entered circulation just like any other, meaning there could still be a few sitting in change drawers, piggy banks, or vending machine trays across the country. So how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? Start by checking the mint mark. If you see a small letter P on the obverse side of your 2019 quarter, that's the Philadelphia Mint. Next, take a close look at the eye of George Washington. If you see a doubling effect, especially around the eye socket or brow area, you might have struck gold. Well, not literally gold, but maybe $73,000 worth of nickel and copper. Also check the coin's overall condition. Grading plays a massive role in a coin's value. A similar coin with even slight wear could be worth only a fraction of the top dollar amount. Coins that are mint state or in uncirculated condition are what drive those eye-popping auction prices. Now let's talk about the current market. Right now, the buzz around this coin is hotter than ever. Collectors are actively hunting for these rare variants, and coin shops have started offering big money just for a chance to examine a potential match. Online marketplaces show listings ranging from a few $100s all the way up to tens of thousands, depending on condition and provenance. But nothing has matched the peak value of that $73,586 quarter. So what does this mean for you? Well, it means it's time to start hunting. Go through your loose change, check the couch cushions, search every coin jar you've got. If you have a 2019 quarter with a P Mint mark, do not spend it until you've done your research. You could be holding one of the most valuable modern quarters ever released. And remember, coin values fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and condition. Just because one coin sold for $73,000 does not guarantee all similar coins will reach that level, but it does prove the potential is real. With collectors constantly on the lookout and fewer of these high-grade examples surfacing each year, the chances of hitting the jackpot increase for those who are paying attention. So whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this is your reminder that treasure can come in the most unexpected forms. Stay curious, stay observant, and keep checking those quarters, because you never know what kind of history and value could be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a 2019 quarter with something unusual. I'd love to hear your stories, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next person to strike it rich with a simple coin. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting.